How long does it take just to put me on the first way to generate my first customer?
90 hours.
90 hours?
Yes, because the model is built around the concept of systemizing the process, exactly like we call it the Starbucks of startups, because it's a very systematic. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, your passion will be turned into a business. And we design the tasks in a way that it won't take more than 30 minutes per day applying what we teach you, because we are targeting busy corporate professionals, people who are already achievers in their corporate, although they don't like their jobs, but they are achievers, because achievement or the sense of success is embedded in people, regardless of they love what they do or not. I cannot accept a negative comment at work. I have to become a super achiever at what I do, regardless I like it or not.
Do you know that you can be a reason for changing people's life from this channel? Probably you will ask me how. I will tell you how. My name is Ahmed Khaled and I am the host of this Unleashed podcast. We speak mainly around personal development and entrepreneurship. Our mission is unleashing the human greatness to its utmost potential. And this is by interviewing CEOs, entrepreneurs and coaches physically in Dubai to extract their wisdom and change your life. Now, can I ask you to do me 2 favors? Firstly, can you hit the subscribe button? It helps this channel to grow more than you expect. Secondly, can I ask you also to refer this channel to 3 of your friends who can benefit from the values of this channel, and you will be the reason of changing their life. Now, you can enjoy the episode. Tohami, are you ready to unleash?
I'm ready.
100%?
Let's do it.
Tohami, I do remember when I was one day on Facebook and someone very handsome appeared on a sponsored ad, and the story that was behind it, it was very really inspiring. So I'm just intrigued and inspired to know why you founded Passion to Profit and what is the reason behind it.
Well, thank you for calling me handsome. Passion to Profit started as a dream, and it was an unreachable one back then, because I always had the desire to leave a legacy through doing what I love in a private business. I wanted to make an impact, make a difference. So I started searching about the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs, how they think, how they act. And I got very disappointed back then because the most common traits, 2 of the most common traits were, number 1, they were risk takers, no problem failing and getting back up. And all my childhood was at home, because my family was conservative. Don't do this, no, don't take risks. And also I had, when I was a child, I had an asthma. So I was almost avoiding any efforts, especially during winter, going out, because if I do this, I will suffer for months for medications and so on. So they had their reason for being so conservative. So I became an extreme introvert. So I'm not a risk taker as well. The second common trait for entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, were that they're great leaders, visionaries. They can drive thousands of people and influence thousands of people. And as I said, I was an extreme introvert. So I thought that, okay, I had the dream, but it's not necessarily that I will be able to pursue it and make it happen. So I had to look for another dream. But the most interesting part is that the dream kept nagging, and I didn't know why. The facts are pushing you towards giving up. Why this dream is still nagging? So one day I decided to listen. Maybe there is a way. Maybe it's nagging because it wants me to see something that I'm not aware of yet. So I started searching for, I'm a telecom engineer, and I spent most of my career in telecom companies. And I decided beside my day job, I would start searching for a way to start a business doing what I love without having to take risk and without managing a lot of people.
It's a miracle.
And I kept searching for like 9 years. And when I figured out the formula, I quit my job on Jan 2012.
Oh, just wait a second here.
Yes.
So how did you take this decision when you said, okay, I'll take this jump from a corporate and move to my business?
Yes.
How did you take it?
Well, first of all, I had signs. I already started a side business doing what I love. I started making money, getting customers, and I had savings. So the formula that I discovered was unleashed. So it's time to jump out and pursue it full time. And the date was very interesting because Jan 2012 was after the Egyptian revolution by 1 year, which was one of the darkest moments in the Egyptian history. And ironically, while it may seem the most risky action anyone can take to leave a secure corporate job in a multinational company, very good position, very good salary, very stable situation, because I was working in a company that is a hub for serving Europe, and they were not serving Egyptians. So it was a hub, so it was stable, not impacted by what's happening in the country. Most of my friends were leaving their jobs because their companies were closing down. So I was lucky.
And you took this decision?
And I was married, and I had a girl. Her name was Malika. She was 1 year old back then. And my close friends were saying to me, you are making the right decision, but not at the right time. At least think of your daughter. This time is not that good. That's one of the reasons why I believe that the best time to start a business is during an economic crisis. I started 2 of my companies during an economic downtime. The third company was in June 2020 during the COVID crisis and so on. So when the next day after resignation, I woke up in the morning. I will never forget that day, because the sense of freedom was unbelievable. How come I didn't do this much faster? Why did I wait for 9 years to sense this amazing moment? The freedom to wake up whenever you want to wake up, to work whenever you want to work, to serve the type of customers you want to serve, to be your own boss, to do what you love, to create what you want to create, and to leave the impact that you want to leave, doing something you are super proud of. Come on. So the dream or my personal desire for doing my own thing turned into a desire to help people sense that freedom. I don't want to see people going to work just for the sake of a paycheck, because this is very humiliating. Either you do something you are passionate about and proud of, or don't do it. Yes, I totally understand that you have responsibilities and you need the paycheck, but if this is an obligation, start a parallel line in your life, building something on the side, doing what you love. And it will grow into a phase that will give you the confidence to quit and pursue it full time. That's why this entire journey taught me one of the greatest lessons that I always share with people, is that dreams are born inside the capables. I don't know why I had that specific dream. Although it was not matching with my personality, with my character, it seemed so far, unreachable, like I said in the beginning. But as you said, it kept on nagging. Then there is a reason. You have what it takes to make it happen. So now introverts are kings. They can do anything, but in their own way. And there is always a way. If you can't find a way that is common outside, you can create your own path and your own way. And Passion to Profit is a proof of that. It's the only program that caters for employees who are stuck in a corporate job, especially multinationals and big organizations. It's very hard to quit. It takes you through a very risk-free path towards your passion and towards the freedom you always aspire for.
You named it passion to profit.
Yeah.
What was the reason behind that?
Because it was a summary to my journey from discovering my passion into turning it into a profitable business that allows me to live my life on my own terms. So it's passion into profit. How to, because the whole methodology behind the concept is we help people start passion-based businesses. It's not just a business that's based on your experience only, or a business that's based on the market needs only. The cornerstone is your passion. What do you love to do? What makes you happy? What gives you the sense of achievement and freedom and the joy? You know, you need to find your joy first before you bring joy to others. And that was the subtitle of my first book, The Pharaoh's Code, Creating a Joyful Life and a Lasting Legacy.
Wow.
So,
Tohami, I remember one of your talks that you said that nowadays business is easy, not like before, right?
yeah.
And you can do something, a side hustle, while you are being in corporate. How do you, what are the factors or what are the phases that you're using it in passion to profit to make it happen?
Yeah. Nowadays, the corner differentiator or the transformational, throughout history, the most challenging part for any business is building an audience, reaching out to customers, and promoting whatever you do. Now it's very, very easy to build audience online through many ways and many tools and many strategies and many channels. So I always tell people, if you don't want to start a business now, if you feel that it's risky, if you're still not sure of what idea should I pursue, build an audience around what you love. Just pick a topic that you are very passionate about, and through any channel of your preference on social media, start sharing tips, ideas, your daily life. How are you practicing your passion on a daily basis? And this is definitely will be very interesting to people, because when you speak from the heart, you become like a magnet to people who not only interested about your topic, but interested to follow anyone who is alive. Because most people are living a very dull life. So now you are sharing your passion, your energy will become contagious. It will attract the interest of so many people, and you start building an audience. This audience will start sending you messages through comments, through DMs, through whatever, asking some questions, asking for some services, for some products. And I don't offer anything yet, but you will notice a pattern. So many people are asking for this. So then this could be a very good starting point as a business. Now you can build a brand around this concept, around the thing that resonated with people. And you won't have a marketing problem because you had the audience already. Because one of the most common challenges for entrepreneurs, I start the business, I build the product, and then try to find people to sell to. Now you reverse the scenario. Now you have the audience, and they asked for some services and products, and you started building it for them. So
you solved
the marketing part is almost solved. So nowadays, with the technology and the AI and the tools that enables content creators to share their passions with the world, it's unbelievable. It never happened before. That's why I say entrepreneurship is easy. It's not risky, because no one can fail if he or she has an audience. You have the people that are engaged with you, who love you, who like you, who trust you. So anything you will offer them of value that they need, they will buy it.
Tohami, from your experience in passion to profit, what are the most common struggles that is being faced by entrepreneurs that they come to you?
Most people think that they don't know their passion. Really, and they don't believe. One of the reasons why is because they cannot link their passion to a well-defined career. So, for example, I'm very passionate about drawing. What can I do with it? I cannot make money out of drawing portraits or something. How can I sell this? It's not very popular. It's not something that is. And if I'm an engineer or a doctor, I will quit this prestigious career and then do cooking, for example, or do dancing or do whatever. So most people don't believe in their passions, and they think that I need to pick a passion that can be turned into a business. So they struggle. Their passion, who can tell what your passion is? It's not a strength or a character type or a personality type that you will do a test to figure it out. Passion is something that's in your heart. You are the only one who will feel alive when you listen to this topic or to this or to do this to practice this passion. So 10 years now working with almost all cases that you can think of, and all the worries and all the fields that people like. I've never seen one single person who didn't know what he's passionate about, but they are always not sure. They are always trying to figure out another one that is close to their expertise, to their years of experience in their corporate job. But you really know what you love. So I always tell them to be sure or to have the confidence that this can be turned into a great commercial empire or a great business, is to think that or to believe that you are not the only person on the planet who loves this thing. There are definitely thousands of people around the globe. They share the same passion with you. Go figure out some of them who did great with that passion, who built great businesses. See the ideas in the market, who did what. For example, I'm passionate about chess. When I started Chess Your Child, I had zero competition in Egypt. There wasn't a single private chess academy in Egypt at all. So it's a dangerous sign in business, because when there is no competition, it means there is no demand. But I was confident of passion to profit system, and I started to pursue people who are passionate about chess. What did they do around the world? So I started to see the opportunity of teaching chess for kids as a character building tool. And I saw it was a very, very popular business idea and a very high demand. And I was lucky that I was the first one doing it in Egypt. And it was a massive success. It was just not there. I filled the gap. But people needed character building, and they found chess, or they perceived chess as a great tool to help their kids build their character. So pursuing your passion, regardless of whether you see a potential career out of it or how it can turn into a commercial thing, you don't have to see it now. Just do your research online. You don't have to hire a marketing research company that takes millions of dollars from you. Just online, go to some websites, and we teach people how to do that. And do your research, and you will figure out so many ways that this passion can be turned into profitable businesses.
If I come to you, I have passion. How long does it take, based on your business model, passion to profit, how long does it take just to put me on the first way to generate my first customer?
90 hours.
90 hours?
Yes, because the model is built around the concept of systemizing the process, exactly like we call it the Starbucks of startups, because it's a very systematic. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, your passion will be turned into a business. And we design the tasks in a way that it won't take more than 30 minutes per day applying what we teach you, because we are targeting busy corporate professionals, people who are already achievers in their corporate, although they don't like their jobs, but they are achievers, because achievement or the sense of success is embedded in people, regardless of they love what they do or not. I cannot accept a negative comment at work. I have to become a super achiever at what I do, regardless I like it or not, because it's something in your attitude. So this person, unfortunately, in the corporate life, will work like 10, 12 hours per day minimum, this sense of achievement. and responsibility. So they don't have much time to build something big on the side. So we only ask for 30 minutes of your day to do specific tasks, and you will build a very small side business. I don't want you to quit your job now. And this side business, the most important part in the equation before you become confident to quit and pursue it full time is to master client acquisition. You shouldn't have a problem at all to acquire customers to the level of your capacity. For example, you are working 10, 12 hours a day, and I cannot serve more than 2 to 3 or 4 customers per month. Otherwise, I will be stretched out between the side business and my job. So I don't want more than that. Okay, if your capacity is 4 or 5 clients per month, build a client acquisition system, a marketing system that attracts this number of clients. And if you do this consistently for like 6 months at least, and it's stable, every month you have the same number of clients, you master the marketing, you know how to reach them, then you can be confident to quit, because when you quit, you have a bigger capacity and you have the marketing system that you can scale and reach more people and acquire more customers as you wish. So this is the methodology. We work it in a very safe way, in a very corporate-friendly way. 30 minutes a day, either wake 30 minutes earlier in the morning or sleep 30 minutes later in the evening, and you will make it happen. And the program is designed 90 hours, 30 minutes a day means 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So in 6 months, you will have it up and running.
This is great, Ham. One of the biggest fears, I would say, is maybe I could have a good customer acquisition base, but I know many entrepreneurs, at the same time, they have like their side hustle, and at the same time also they're working corporate. They're afraid to take such like jump. However, they have good customer acquisition because they think once they took this jump, maybe on the short term after, I will not have the same customer acquisition base that I have had before.
Yes.
How do you answer such fears inside mind?
When you have referrals and when you receive customers in a way that was not under your control, you are not the one who was responsible for getting these customers, you may be afraid because you're not sure that this referral will continue at the same rate and at the same scale when you leave your job. But when you are in control, that's why I love ads. I'm an ad guy. My marketing is big. It relies on ads big time, because now I'm in control. I spend this amount of money and I acquire this number of leads, and I turn some of them to certain amount of customers. And I have a proven system and it works every time. So now I'm confident that I can scale it any way I want, anytime I want, sorry. So otherwise, if you are not in control and the customers are coming, and
you don't know.
Thanks God for your generosity, but it's not me who was responsible for generating these customers. I may be worried about the sustainability of this rate. This is one thing. The second thing is, and this is a spiritual part, is that God will give you signs, and you have to listen. Now I helped you to start a business and it's promising. Show me that you are committed to your dream, because otherwise your job definitely will take over. Your small business is growing, it's promising. And if it reach a ceiling and you don't allow it to grow even further, it will die. It will not remain for long at the same level. The corporate, you will get promoted, you will get an assignment in another country, and everything will change overnight. And the easiest thing to give up is your side business. So you need to allow it to grow. So there are signs. It's growing. You have savings. You have customers. You have a machine that is under your control that you use to acquire those customers. Now, a spiritual part.
faith.
I had the support and the insight and the signals that allowed me to build this thing, and it's like my baby, and I must allow it to grow. You know, otherwise, you will regret a lot that you chose the money over your life. You know, one of the hardest failure when people don't want to feel the pain of failing. Let me remind you that the pain of regret is 10 times more painful than the fear of failure. Than the pain of failure. Regret is unbelievable. Because failure, as we always hear, failure is a lesson. You can try one more time and you will make it. But regret is regret. There is no way back. Khalas, it's regret. I missed my chance. So it's a very, very hard feeling. So some faith, yeah.
Unleash is the bridge between my purpose and my mission. And my mission is unleashing the human greatness to its utmost potential.